Iceland is famous for its nature. It's not really famous for its cities. They're not that big or brilliant or fabulous. But in the nature, that's what we got. We got volcanoes and geysers and that sort of stuff that tourists like to see. And we have always written a lot about nature. And what I wanted when I started writing poetry was giving my own picture of the nature we have. So there's a lot of ice in my poems, a lot of snow. We got plenty of words for snow, so there is no lack of that. I can say it's cold in many, many ways. Actually, Iceland is a rather magical place for even us who live there. When we go abroad, we know, we tend to talk a lot about elves and this beautiful nature and the volcanoes and the earthquakes and stuff. But when we get back to Reykjavik, we only hear people talk about the economy and politics and rather boring stuff. So I guess that Iceland that I like the most, it only exists in my head. The inspiration for this poem was that I had a rather difficult neighbor. He lived in the same house as me, and he was a junkie, and there was a lot of parties and a lot of noise. And I started thinking about who would be my favorite neighbor in the whole wide world. And I came up with the idea that it could have been Anna Frank, or Anne Frank, as you say here in Netherlands. And even though this is a bit sarcastic idea, the poem is sincere. I try to picture her as this old woman who is a widow, so she has had a husband and lead a rather normal life. And now she is my neighbor. She lives upstairs and she's very quiet. But in the evening, she throws these fabulous parties. All her friends arrive and they play fiddles and they sing together. And finally, the police arrives, but it's not me that calls the police, of course, because Anna is supposed to have this party after all she's been through in her youth. So this is what my poem is about. And afterwards, after the party, I would, of course, step upstairs and help her to clean out all the mess. Á daginn berst ekki múkk frá Önnu sem býr í ekkjudómi á efri hæðinni. Nema þegar hún dottar yfir dagbókinni og missir hann í gólfið, annars ekki múkk. Öðru máli gegnir á næturnar. Þá brýst út heilmikið heljarinnar múkk. Vinir Önnu vað upp stigann, heilsa með hrópum og slá upp veislu. Sumir eiga súrmjólk á flösku, aðrir luma á eggi. Undir morgun fá nágrannarnir nóg af fiðlum og fjöldasöng. Gestirnir kveðja með hraði og stíga inn í steypta veggina. Þegar lögreglan lýkur upp dyrunum, situr Anna við eldhúsborðið og skrifar.